Good morning, or whatever time it is for you as you're watching this. Just wanted to show my morning routine realistically. So, first of all, I don't wake up looking as gorgeous as I normally do, mainly because of this bonnet on my head. So, first things first, this has got to go. Because even though I'm still in my house, I don't believe in wearing bonnets in public, and this video is public. So, there we are. Now, I'm actually currently feeding the baby. So part of the morning routine, obviously, is the first thing she wants to do when she wakes up is feed. I talk to her a bit. I rub her back or her front, whichever one is as soothing to her. Now, today is Sunday. So this routine is a little different from my weekday routines. And if you want, I can do a video of my weekday routines. Not much is very different, except on Sundays, I have my lovely husband here to help me. So it actually does make a difference, but it's not such a huge difference. It's since we've developed a routine, it's really not that bad when he's not here. So I would say like the only difference would be when she starts pooping, I get to hand her off to him because he misses out on all these lovely times during the week because he's at work. So he misses out on all the poopy diaper changes, and I want him to really get the full experience. So that's just one of the differences on the weekends for my morning routine is that he's changing her instead of me. While he's changing her, though, I'm picking out her clothes for the day. And what I typically like to do, which I won't include in the video, I'll just pause it and do it and then resume, is she fell asleep. This is not what usually happens. She's not really going along with the program today because she doesn't really know that we had a program today. Anyway, what we usually do is, well, what she usually does is she usually poops while she's feeding. And since I like to offer her the second side, the other side, before we're done with the feeding, I would usually change her and then take off her sleeper. Right now she's in her, I don't want to show you too much. She's in her sleeper, and I usually will leave her in that during the first part of her feed. Then I'll go ahead, change her, take off the sleeper, do skin to skin time with her, and then dress her for the day. So that's the typical routine, weekday. And then, usually she takes a while to burp, depending on how I feed her. If I'm lying down with her while I feed her, like lying sideways, that type of feeding, she burps right away when I sit her up. She also spits up a bit. So that's how she's going to spit up anyway. I really try to do the best I can to minimize that, but she's going to spit up. My friend told me, she's like, that just can't be avoided. You just do what you can. You hold them sitting up for 10 to 15 minutes. If they spit up anyway, she's like, that's just what it is. Babies spit up. So typically after I get her to burp, and then we clean up all that spit up, I like to try to get her out to her floor mat as quickly as possible because she had been spending like the majority of her wake time, which right now is like about an hour, in bed with me feeding and burping and being changed. So she only gets a few minutes of floor time. So right now I'm just going to try to wake her up. Try to offer her the other side. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and put her in her day clothes because she has not pooped yet, which I find very strange. But she's gone down to 2 night feedings, so that could also explain it. But I don't know. Babies they switch stuff up on you. You just keep an eye on it. If it's something that's consistently wrong, you bring it up to your pediatrician. So I'm going to go ahead and pause, get her changed out. We're going to get her to floor time, and then I'll explain some things about how I wake her up. Okay, so she finally burped. I got her to wake up, and rookie mistake, by the way. I was like, I felt like she needed to eat more and she wouldn't. So I was like, let me check her diaper because maybe she pooped. So that's the thing with my kid. She will literally stop feeding to concentrate on pooping. But I laid her down to check her diaper without burping her, so we got a little spit up in our bed. That's life. Then I was like, okay. The thing I found though is that if you take a wipe, like if it's not laundry day and it's not time to pull those sheets off your bed, take a diaper wipe to it if she spits up. Just take it, rub it in that area, it gets it out, it dries, and you don't even know it was there. It only works to spit up. Don't try that with pee or anything else, okay? Just spit up. So right now, my lovely husband is changing her so that I get to go to the potty. Yay. So I'm going to run on over there while he's changing her. Do you need help, honey? Or should I stay and help you?
Good.
You're fine? Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome, honey bunny.
Okay. So just a quick side note. That's the other difference from my weekly morning routine is that usually it's not until I get her down for floor time that I get to go to the potty. So that I really look forward to the weekends because it is a bit easier. Okay, so I'm gonna pause again. And this is realistic. This is my life. Like you take these opportunities you can because I know like with my sister's first child, I was so, I don't want to say paranoid, but I was that overprotective aunt. Like when I was on duty for her, I literally would drag the bouncer in the bathroom with me so I could keep an eye on her, and so she wouldn't like feel alone or abandoned or whatever. And I actually did do that for like a couple of weeks with my baby when it's just us here because I didn't have a floor mat for her at the time. And I wanted her in my presence because she would just cry otherwise if I just like left her in her bassinet or something. So I was like, no, let me bring her in here with me. That thing, it was difficult. So I'm glad we have the floor mat now. So that's where I would typically put her after she's done, feeding and she's changed. She needs that time on the floor and I need that time for her to be on the floor because then I can get some things done. But now my husband's here, so I can go sooner. So I'm just going to pause real quick and be right back. So now that that's all done, we'll go back and see how hubby did with the baby now. Before I go in there though, because this hair is just like, I keep trying to fix it as I'm making the video, like, because no, I'm not gonna just like try to look all glamorous before I start the video, like I wake up like that, because that's just not the case. But anyway, her floor area looks a bit, well, it looks like this. Okay, I fold it over so we don't like step on it when we're just out here hanging out after I put her down. So I'm just gonna move my nice little slipper socks. I love these things. They're so cute. The little layers on them. Okay, sorry, that's a little side note there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get her floor area ready so that I can just get her down here immediately. Another advantage to having my husband at home because usually she's in my arms while I'm trying to do this. And I've got her laundry here. Yeah, remember that laundry I wanted to fold? Right here. Sunday. Still ain't folded. So hopefully we can work on that today. There's a bunch of other cleaning projects I actually want to get done around the house. So we'll get to that, but I put her laundry in here so that it's bugging me to look at it. I have to fold it up. So it looks like baby's done. She's ready. Actually, Appa, can you unsnap her? Because I'm going to put her in day clothes. Let me see. Find a little onesie, a long sleeve onesie to put on her, and some, which kind of pants will I put on her today? I like the pants with the little feet on them. I'll show you. Like these. They're adorable, right? But I like them because then I don't have to find socks separately. It's the socks and the pants all together. It's hot in here. I'm going to go turn the heat down because we're up now. We don't need it to be that hot. Winter here, it doesn't have to be brutal. But the house we're in, as charming as it is, and I can't wait to do my tour video about it. We actually really like our house, with the exception of a few things. One of them being that this house is not really insulated. So I've been turning the heat up at night because I've been concerned that my baby's not staying warm enough. So that's that. But now it's like hot in here. And it could also be that I'm wearing this hot sweater, but I'm like so used to it being a little cooler in here. So I always keep a sweater around. Um, yeah, so I'm actually going to see if Appa can dress her today. So, quick, cute story. One time I left Appa with the duty of dressing our daughter. And there was this particular onesie. It's like a more old fashioned onesie, and it's got like the little collar around the in the neck area, and it has buttons on it as well on the opposite side of where the collar is. So my spectacular husband, with his man logic, decided that the buttons are supposed to go on the front like a polo because babies wear polos. So we get out. I don't usually take her out very much. And I think even then we just like her and I stayed in the van. But we get out and I needed to feed her or something. And I'm looking at her outfit and I'm like, this collar business looks weird. Like, why is it sticking up like this? And I'm like, this thing is on backwards. It was hilarious. The poor baby had her onesie on backwards. The buttons go in the back. So just be mindful of that. Anyway, as he's changing her, I'm just going to run down because I don't want this video to be too long. Typically, I have like food set by the bed because my lovely husband leaves food for me by the bed. He used to bring breakfast to me in bed, but I asked him to stop that because it was helping me to be lazy. So it was nice. It was very nice. But then, like, as I was able to do more, you okay, sweetie? Appa's choking you over there? No, I'm kidding. I know. Just give us some grace, honey. He's really trying. He's really trying, okay? Here, just lift up her legs and get it down her back. That's what's annoying her. Lift her up. Wait, lift her up this way first.
Okay.
Yeah, lift her up that way and pull this down her back because that's what's annoying her. Yeah. And then you'll lift up her legs and pull it. There you go. You got this, honey bear. You got this. So, I would usually just have like little snacks now. He would bring like little fruit or whatever to tide me over until I get out of bed with her. But on the weekends, usually one of us will make breakfast, which means the other one has the baby. We alternate. There's no set role. There's no, okay, this is, I'm going to do breakfast now as usual. Like, no, sometimes I do breakfast. Sometimes he does breakfast. Today I might do breakfast. But the floor time is already set up. And so that's just the morning routine. Usually I get my breakfast in either while she's at floor time or if she just isn't really feeling floor time that much. I wait until her first nap time, which would be between 8 and 8:30, depending on what time I woke her up. And then I wait till then and have my breakfast. So that's essentially the morning routine. But I'm going to be honest, now's the time for me to take advantage, right? Because I have my husband here. So unlike my weekday morning routines, I can do a little sort of cleaning up. We have her car seat here on our sofa because it's easier for me to get her up and out of it if it's a bit higher up. So I'm going to go put it back by the door though, because that's also something. When my husband's not here and I need to go out somewhere, obviously can't leave the baby at home. Wouldn't want to. I like to have her car seat by the door. And there we have chairs by the door as well. I also have boxes here because One needs to go to the basement. The other has stuff in it that I need to sort through and throw away. That's just life. That's just what it is. Mom. Oh, there they are. They made it out of the room. So anyway, I like to leave the car seat by the door because it's just much easier. It's very heavy. Okay, so it's easier to put her in it here by the door where it's a shorter distance to the van than to try to carry her through the house. It's just, I've been cleared for regular activity now, but it's still very heavy for me. So I like to try to take it easy. Okay, so weekend morning routine. We haven't decided what we're gonna have for breakfast yet. We will have to decide that soon. Honey, you can go ahead and put her down for her floor time. Just lay her on her back and like a little close to the mirror because she might turn over and actually look at it. And I actually should be mindful of the time because she's probably supposed to be, yeah, she's not going to have very much floor time because I got her up at 7:30 and it's almost 8:30. So it's just going to be a few minutes, which is fine. She had plenty of time on her back while she was being changed. So that's okay. So yeah, now we're just going to decide what to eat for breakfast, and I'm probably going to cook because actually that's something I enjoy doing. My husband is willing, and I love that about him. Right, honey bear?
Yeah. Your husband's willing but not too good at it?
I wasn't going to say that. No, you're good at,
Okay.
you know,
All right, believe you.
the French toast was good yesterday.
Uh-huh.
It was really good. I had to mix it because he thought you just put egg in the bowl. But once we got it mixed, he was fine. Hey, sweetie, try to enjoy your floor time a little bit, okay? It's only a little. Appa's going to sit with her and try to help her enjoy the floor time. She's so stinking adorable. I just can't take it. Okay, so yeah, that's essentially the morning part of the routine. From floor time, it's just to the nap time. Oh, and real quick, I just want to say that for the nap time, I covered her pad with a blanket that doesn't, it's really quite flat, but the material, it doesn't hold like the cold, if that makes sense. Like the pad itself is like this more plasticky thing. So when I put it down on, it's cold, it's jolting. She doesn't like it. I also would put a heating pad up under it and on the very lowest setting because then it feels like she's right up against a body. So I got that from my Brazilian grandparents. They actually got me the heating pad, but they also gave me that idea. And then that's why they got me the heating pad. And so what I do is, keep it tight around here so that she can't pull it up over her face. I don't know if you can see that very well. But anyway, so she doesn't pull it up over her face. And she can sleep longer when she's napping. I also have the sound box here. Wish it was portable. It's not. But it's great because before I was using my phone, and the apps I was using on my phone really great too. But then when I wanted to use my phone, I couldn't because I was using it to keep her asleep. So what I do for her naps is I go ahead and get that pad going because it does take a while to warm up. And then I turn on her sound machine. And that's essentially it. Sometimes I will bounce her if she has been especially fussy. But today I'm just going to try just putting her right back down because she wasn't very fussy today. And I really want her to learn to put herself to sleep. So I'm not going to bounce her. Normally I have my Baby Go exercise balls, or I guess this one was called like a pregnancy ball. It's an exercise ball that they gear towards pregnant women. Normally I'm bouncing her on that, like I'm holding her bouncing. She likes it a lot. It's the most effective method I have found. Walking with her was just eventually worked, but it was exhausting and it took too long. Bouncing is quicker, much more effective. So yeah, I keep the lights are already off. So the room is set up for her to have her nap. So yeah, that's what I'll do. The next time, as you can hear, she's crying. So she's giving the signals that she's actually already sleepy and ready to go down, which is great. If she does seem to have trouble when I put her down. I give her her 8 minutes time because she's 8 weeks old. I give her 8 minutes time, and then I'll come in here and probably give her her passy and pat her a bit, and then give her some time to try to sort herself out. So that's pretty much what it looks like for going down for a nap. And then that pretty much concludes the morning routine. So hope you found this helpful. If you didn't, leave a comment in the section as to why it wasn't, or things you wish I would have covered, or whatever. I'm pretty open. I'm okay with being criticized. That's fine, as long as like you have a bit of grace, like, and you let me explain, like give me a chance to make another video and explain it for you. Anyway, look forward to making another video for you. See ya.